Hey, what's going on, y'all? Jay from JS Films. Now, this video has nothing to do with Unreal Engine, NVIDIA Omniverse, or AI or anything like that. But this right here is a pretty huge deal, and I would like to know first what you think about it and how you feel about it, and are you pretty excited about it or not? So, what we're going to be doing right now is checking out Nolan's video on his Twitter page where he actually talks about Neuralink. All right. So as far as I know, he's the first one to ever receive this, as far as publicly. If you're not familiar with Neuralink, you're about to get familiarized right now. So let's go ahead and watch this. I'm not gonna watch the entire thing. I'm just gonna go, take a look at bits and pieces and then discuss it along the way. Let's go check this out.
All right, so I want to just briefly go through a few, at least moments that gave me goosebumps throughout this trial, and just talk about at least what they meant for me personally, but also the industry. And if Nolan, you have any comments along the way, please feel free to jump in.
Yep.
So the first one here is.
Whoa. Can you do that again?
Yep. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Right there. Yep.
So this happened one day after surgery. So this is in the ICU, literally probably, I don't know, 12 hours or something after surgery, not that long after surgery. And yeah, maybe you want to just explain what you're doing in this video?
Yeah, so y'all put basically different channels up in front of me, and I could see certain spikes. And I was just trying to play around with, different movements and imagined movements, attempted movements, just to see if I could see anything. And I was just trying to move my wrist, and I noticed a yellow spike, and I thought it was super freaking cool. And so I showed them all, and they were all really impressed. They clapped for me, which was very unnecessary. But it was awesome. It was really, really cool. Yeah.
It was pretty sweet. Maybe just for people watching, if we play this one more time, the spike is in the upper right corner.
Right,
It's the third one.
It's a yellow, I think it's a yellow
one.
spike, yeah.
I'm not sure I'm going to have the ability to play it again, but here we go.
Whoa. Can you do that again?
Yep. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Right there. Yep.
So cool.
So cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And now the next video I want to show is actually a couple of days later. We're at the VRBO that the family rented in Scottsdale doing some initial data collection from the device. And what you'll see in the video, most importantly, is the dog Gracie, who is just an absolute all-star of a dog. But the bigger picture I want to convey with this video is that it's outside. This is by a pool that this research session is happening, where this initial data collection is occurring. And this is something, basically BCI has exited the lab. That's the point of this video. That's so incredible. I just want to give one round of applause to all the people who made that possible, that you can do that kind of thing outside. All right, the next video I want to show, it's actually, it's a very special moment to me because it's the first time that Nolan is getting control of the computer cursor on the screen. So what you'll see in this video is Nolan actually exiting the calibration experience and getting control of the cursor for the first time. So here we go. Well done.
Oh, man. I think I can do better. That's so cool.
All right, yeah, I think the main point I want to take away from that is just the last comment that Nolan had there. I think I can do better. It basically summarizes summarizes his work during this entire last month. Okay, the next video I want to just briefly walk through happened actually the same, it happened on the first day of him being able to use his BCI. And I'll play the video and then explain what it is afterwards, because I think the significance of it will be more clear once you've seen the video. Here we go.
How do you feel about that speed? Should I do
It's
that?
good. No, I think I like it.
Doing great.
Oh!
Whoa!
Just beat the world record.
Yeah, 4.6.
No shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Congrats.
Oh, well done, man. Well done.
Wait, what I meant.
He's a new world record holder.
Oh, no way.
On the first day.
There's a little bit of confetti.
Yes. This was a surprise. It's both for 1 to 5.
I thought it was higher. I thought I would have to get to 5 or something. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so I think this is a remarkable technical achievement, but the thing I want to highlight about this is actually that this happened on like hour 7.5 of that day. And I just want to call out, again, this is not a typical thing to have the kind of determination and grit required to do this, and it's just a remarkable testament to Nolan that on the very first day he had access to this thing, he blew the previous thing out of the water. It's ridiculous. So yeah, one big hand for Nolan, please.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, now this next video, this was actually, I think, a request of Nolan. During our first initial home visit, the first time I met Nolan, we talked about things he might want to do with his BCI and how one of the games he likes to play, he referred to it as Beerio Kart, not Mario Kart, but
It's a much different game.
much different game. One of the goals was to be able to actually play the game Mario Kart with his friends. And in this video, I think we posted this at one point on Slack, or a version of this, and there was a vote of sort of which of these was controlled by a BCI, which of these was Nolan, and which of these was his dad. And I'm not saying anything about his dad's skill set, but in some ways, it's kind of like a Turing test for BCI. If you can't tell the difference, this is a remarkable achievement, and again, a testament to Nolan's ability to figure stuff out blazingly quick. And so I'm going to hold off until the end to say which is which, but here we go.
Chris Kyle over here.
Oh no.
Dang it, you just
All
gotta
right,
get up
we
to
have a new
it.
model for you for this next one.
All right,
Ready?
cool. Yep.
Hopefully we can get that drift. All right, so Nolan was the guy on the right, the one who sniped that dude with the green shell halfway through. And also the guy who I'll mention has the best taste in which player to play as in Mario Kart. Dry Bowser for the win.
I would like to just really quick, for those of you who don't know what Beerio Kart is, so if you've never played, it's Mario Kart, except everyone starts with a beer in hand, and you're not allowed to drink and drive. So you have to pull over and drink your beer periodically, and you have to finish it before the end of the race. And that's it. And so I've wanted to play that. It's so much fun. If you've never played, I would say we could have a little tournament in the office, but I'm not sure how y'all feel about your employees getting drunk. But it's so much fun. Just wanted to throw
What's
that
the
out
winning strategy here?
there. Chug it all. Just chug it all.
Just in the beginning.
Yeah, shot.
Oh, wait, you can't. But you can't drink and drive.
You can't.
Yeah.
So you just stay there, you shotgun it, and then you drive. And hopefully you're not too jacked up to be able to finish the race. But that's it. That's it. It's so much fun.
All right, so I'm pretty much going to stop the video right there, and I'm going to talk about this because, I mean, I honestly don't have to say much about how big this is. Now, I'm not a scientist. I just finished high school, but I know for certain that whenever someone passes, majority of the time, their brain functions are still pretty much still intact. Meaning, if somebody dies, they can still hear you, whatever. So with this type of technology, I mean, it's really not a far-fetched dream thought anymore to maybe eventually one day be able to transfer brains and our memory state and our memories into another host body, and everything will be intact. If Neuralink can do this and can implant and be able to let us control things with our minds, I honestly don't see why not be able to transfer, memories and brains and stuff like that in the future. Not right now. I know obviously this is baby steps. This is the first individual to ever receive this. And it's insane. In the channel, we talk about the Matrix all the time. This is the first step to that. This dude is definitely plugged in. He's controlling the mouse, the cursor. He's playing video games using his mind, right? Because he's paralyzed. He had an accident, I think, 8 years ago. But this is incredible. And one of the things is we can really not be a fan of Elon Musk. I mean, right now on Twitter and X, he posts a lot of politics stuff that I really don't really care much for. But you have to admit that this guy is, considering how long he's been doing this, in the short amount of time, the achievements that this dude is doing is incredible. Man, we're not just talking about space. We're not just talking about internet for everybody. We're not talking about the cars. And what I kind of want to tie this to is Jensen's keynote at GTC, where he said something along the lines of, we are living in times where science is not just science anymore. We're actually in the engineering phase. So we can start creating things like this. We don't have to so much figure stuff out and find out what they are. We are living in a world where we can actually innovate and use the stuff that we learn to improve our well-being. And that is just so powerful and so crazy, and it's so true, that considering computers really haven't been around that long, here we are, we have a person that can control computers with their brain. And I know I can talk so much more on this topic, but this is very, very exciting to see this here. Because again, the potential of this is massive. And I mean, imagine gaming. People talking about zero lag, latency. Imagine playing an FPS shooter where you're just thinking and it's like clicking. Now that's insane, right? Zero lag. I mean, people are still going to blame the lag on that, but you got to know where I'm standing. Where I'm sitting here, just using my brain, not moving, walking or jogging, and I'm doing something with my computer. It is truly incredible. But that said, I made this video to show it, and like always, I want to talk about this with you all. I want to know your stance on this because, again, I think it's very, very cool, and I'm obviously watching this very much closely. Till then, that's all I got for y'all right now. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.